guys. Oh, man. Let's get this going. Yeah. What's going on? Not Real Alu. Neuroshot Gaming. What's going on, guys? We are seeing some crazy things happening right now. Bitcoin's obviously up. Hello, hello. What's going on, third time? Yeah. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're watching some very interesting stuff happening in the market right now. It's morning for you guys. It's evening for me. Late afternoon, evening-ish. It's really technically not even till 6, right? Yeah, we're seeing some weird movements for the most part. With the general consensus of everything that's going on, I guess it's not that weird, but yeah. Does anybody happen to know? I know that there's a subreddit somewhere tracking all the wallets that have been selling off constantly on Doge. Does anybody know what the subreddit is for that? If you do, please send it to me. Obviously not on the stream because you can't send links, but I'm trying to track that down. I know there's one that exists, but yeah, kind of crazy right now. Also, I heard that SafeMoon's like coming up right now, like in the charts right now. Here, we'll look it up right now. What's going on, Mr. Rock? It's crack-a-lackin'. How you doing? How you doing? There it is. Does it show the trading view yet? No, it doesn't. Oh well. Wait, what? Confidence, moderate? Interesting. Yeah, so the title of the stream obviously is Crypto Wars right now because it's actually happening. There's legit crypto wars happening right now. It's crazy. There are a lot of sore teams right now. Thank you. I appreciate that. How you doing, Larkin? Yeah, there's just some weird stuff going on, right? I don't know. I don't know what to say about some of it. Like, part of me has like a different, I don't know. I'm like kind of a weird spot about it. Oh man. Yeah, no, I'm not for the safe move, but for Dogecoin. I know that there's a subreddit somewhere where they're tracking the wallets that are like attached apparently to Coinbase that Barry Stein, whatever the hell his name was, that Yahoo was apparently getting. I don't think so. No, it's not on Binance. No. But there's something going on there. I just don't know where the information is. Somebody's got it. Somebody's got it somewhere. Yeah, I just don't know where, to be honest with you. I've been seeing this creeping up. People are making a ton of money off this. I've seen that, right? Yeah. Was it on crypto.com that you got it? Because they were having issues, obviously, right? I actually have gotten out of Raven. I took that off my wallet, right? I'm pretty sure I took that off my wallet. Can someone do exclamation point wallet real quick? I'm pretty sure I took it off my wallet. I don't really want to go into all that, but yeah. Binance? Okay. Oh, so it is. Oh, that's right. It is on Binance. Yeah. That's right. That's right. I'm just looking at the markets right now because there's a lot of these coins that these. Yeah, I took it off there. I just had it on here, so I wanted to make sure. Cool. Cool. I got Engine on there though, right? Yep. Thanks. Do I? No, I don't. I don't have it on there. I need to fix that. I'll fix that. Okay. I'm gonna write a note down for that. I'm not gonna do it right now, but I'm gonna write a note. Did anybody else see the AMA that Crypto.com held for Harmony One this morning? Yeah, you guys see that? That was kind of interesting. It was definitely a little bit more on the boring side, but there was a lot of great information that was thrown around. You know, I was working on merch and stuff while I was watching that, and yeah, they sound like they have some really great ideas. They just haven't hit them out yet, right? What's going on, Riddler? Hey, Riddler, I need to give you your here. I'm gonna do it right now. Give you your hammer. There we go. Give you your hammer, sir. There you go. As soon as Manny comes in, I need to give him his too. Yeah, you're fine, dude. You're fine. Don't worry about it. I'm streaming a little bit later than I wanted to. I had to go deal with, help my father out. So that's what I was doing. He can't go shopping by himself, so I gotta do it. And then I helped him wash our dog and stuff. And then I drove home. And here I am. Yeah, so there's definitely a lot coming up that we're not up on this first page, which is crazy, right? Some of these are really, really starting to come up. This one's coming up. That one I've been watching for a while. I just barely got into it. Dent is another one. Been watching for a while. That's obviously coming up. Man, there's so many at this point. It's crazy. Yeah, FET has gone down a lot. Yeah, no problem. You know, I appreciate you hoping. It's good to have good people in here, right? So what do you guys think? What do you guys think with everything that's going on right now? Or do you just not even, are you not even paying attention? You're just like, screw it. It's not a big deal. Music's a little loud. Little loud. Little loud. There we go. ZB's moving up. Man. A lot of these things. There's so many tokens, guys. There's literally so many tokens. It's insane. And some of these tokens are worth so much, but like there's just not enough people buying into them, right? It's going good. I have already gotten... I'm about to hit 300. I had a snag that happened last night. Essentially, we had a power outage real quick, and so it did not restart everything back up. Like, you know how like sometimes when there's a power outage, your computer will like restart itself, but it won't fully start up, right? So I had lost probably about 6 hours of mining. I would definitely be over my first draw limit I would be probably at like 500 right now. I would have already gotten 400. So it is what it is. Not a big deal. But yeah, it's going great. Oh no, don't worry about that. Like, we're doing good. It's been sitting at like 50 cents almost all day today, a little bit above, right? And of course with the Elon tweet, that just went like ham. It immediately shot up like what, almost 10 cents, close to it. And then sort of kind of fell off. You new to the whole crypto screen? I'm just using an old gaming computer. I don't have like a full mining rig, right? I mean, no, I get you. No problem. FPVHEX. Don't know how to say your name. Yeah, there's a lot to it. It's a lot of research. It's a lot of figuring stuff out, right? And I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't tell you what to do with the money, but you know, I can tell you what I do with mine, and that's kind of what we do here. This one's it's got a 1070 and a 1080. I have the 1080 disconnected right now, so it's just running on the 1070. And then I have it really easy accessible. I can really just kind of go back and forth and plug them in because I have a really easy way to switch it out. I just don't want to burn out both cards, right? So I just kind of go back and forth and switch them. I could run them at the same time and get a heck lot more, but I'm not going to. Yeah, no, ETH has been big. I'm so happy that I got in that at the beginning of the year, to be honest with you. Yeah. I mean, I try to be. I'm a human, right? Thank you, Pro Tools. I appreciate that. Yeah, you know, I try to be the best I can be. I'm human. We're all flawed, right? But yeah, there's a lot of really crazy comeuppance here that is kind of blowing my mind a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. You know what? I'm gonna look into this one because I've had so many people telling me like, dude, you need to look in this. Oh, it already went down one slot. I guess that's an interesting sign. But this one right here, straight up, I've had so many people. They're like, you need to check this out. This thing is freaking mooning. It's going all over the place. Yeah, well, of course it is. It's jeez, oh. What? I mean, it's a fraction of a cent. This thing is, look at that. That's mooning for sure, but this is not mooning. But that's only a correction from there, so that's not that bad. What is this? Is this on the ETH? It's on the ETH network. Let's see what it's about, shall we? Let me read these. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, it's free, right? You don't have to do anything. You're not spending any money or anything. Riddler. Thank you, NeuroShot. I appreciate that. Look, I appreciate it, guys. Let's see. Okay, so is this an deflationary? Oh, it's technically fork of Dogecoin. Okay, so they're using the Dogecoin, but they're doing it on the ETH network, which is interesting. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Pro Tools. I appreciate that very much. Yeah, we have a Discord, guys. If you like the community, Discord's just as fun as a stream, and we're always talking in there, right? I might get in on this. I don't know. Oh god. Guys, at this point, there's so many ways to make money. It's crazy. I don't like... I don't know. It's down a lot, too, right now. So, there's some huge sell-offs. Today. Massive, right? This is this morning. That's yesterday. I mean, that's a moon sell-off right there, right? Oh, God. Do I need to be involved in another? I don't know. Yes, exactly what Riddler just said. A lot of like-minded individuals, super cool people. We have a lot of cool channels. We have a lot of fun in there. A lot of fun. We'll favorite it. We'll come back to it. It's still a fraction of a cent. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros right now. So you can get a ton for a little bit of money at this point on Uniswap. That Uniswap. Oh, dang. I mean, SafeMoon's still at 2,507 market rank, but man, that thing is starting to really come back up. So, keep an eye on it, right? Beer Channel's the best, yeah. Oh man, I need to get some sours, honestly. I've been lacking. I haven't been drinking a lot because I've been running a lot and I've been working out a lot. I did a pretty hardcore workout this morning, but I also woke up to do like a big energy cleansing, which some of you may not understand that, but early this morning from 4 a.m. my time to 5 a.m. was the time to do a huge energy cleansing with the dark moon and ask for, you know, good tidings and wealth and health and all that good stuff, right? It's really just a time to like get rid of any negative energy attached to you. So I did that I woke up at 3:30 and I did that from 4 to 5 a.m. It was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty intense. Yeah, I mean, SafeMoon could seriously do some like, not this year, right? But it could like type in exclamation point wallet and you can see what I'm invested in. The only one I need to add is Engine. I forgot to add that. I don't know why. Yep, there you go. I sold my leash because for one, it's called the Dogecoin killer, but it was at a massive all-time high, and I sold it. I shit you not. I put in like $200 on that, and I sold it for $7,000 of ETH. I was like, woo woo. Oh yeah, absolutely. I believe in $1. It's not gonna happen overnight, guys. I've been telling you for a long time, Jam. It's not gonna happen overnight. Could it be the end of the year? Yeah. Could it be the beginning of next year? Oh yeah. If the people that are messing with us, you know, trying to keep it down, you know, the Barry Stein, whatever the hell his name is, of the world, you know, if they just would just F off and let Doge do what it can do, and stop pumping it down, it would already be $1. Garen freaking teed. It probably would have hit $1. Here's the deal. It probably would have hit $1 on 420, and it most definitely would have hit $1 either SNL skit night or with that last tweet that Elon put out. One of those two would have been the catalyst to go to $1. Easy. It's just been highly manipulated, right? There's no real, like, the SEC is like, they're involved but they're not involved. Like, it's kind of like we want them to stay out of it, but at the same time we like, we kind of need Manny. There you are. I need to give you your hammer. How you doing, man? There we go. All right, you got your hammer. What I ask you to new mods, do your best not to like ban people. Timing them out is a lot better if they're really getting like snippy, to the point where it's like disrespectful to anybody else in the channel, right? Yeah, absolutely. No, I appreciate your help. So just, keep that in mind, right? It's better to time them out than to like ban them altogether. They might just have a bad day. They might just, be dealing. Yeah, that guy, that douche nozzle. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. TM Rider, thank you. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. Yeah, we're seeing some interesting movement today. Today would be like, if you really think about it, like, look, guys, I'm normally very much so against playing Doge on the market right now, or I have been. But at this point, if you take a fraction of what you have and you played it right here, and then you just been kind of playing it and watching, this is a real good bottom line right here to buy in, right? You would have at least doubled whatever, almost doubled, if not tripled, what you took out and to put back in, right? Like, I'm starting to get on the lines where I might do this with a fraction of what I have. Because, if I could turn, 5 or 10,000 Doge into 20 or 50, why would I not do that, right? Normally I would say never do that, because I do it with other coins, right? Like, I've been doing it with Ethereum a little bit because it's been doing some crazy stuff. But man, with the manipulation, it's actually kind of working in our favor to make money off it. I'm really I'm torn on this, right? Like, I don't want to sell anything, but at the same time, it's like it might make you a lot of money and more Doge, honestly. And that's like the best thing. Like, I'm playing more Ethereum right now just to be able to really boost up my my Doge. I'm possibly thinking about it just because of where we're at. Thank you, Manny, for the sub. I'm thinking about it for myself. I'm not telling you guys that you should, but I'm thinking about doing it with small portions, because it could really just be very beneficial to adding more, to your overall portfolio. I don't know. I might do it, Ferret. I don't know. How you doing, man? I'm just not 100% sure yet. Not 100% sure yet. I have to really see some crazy movement for me to get into that. I'm good. I just got back from helping my dad. I had to go to his house and take him to the grocery store and help him shop and then help him wash the dog and stuff like that. I haven't even looked at it. Does it have anything to do with the artist? Because if it does, I'm gonna be kind of not so much into that. We'll look at it right now. Yeah. No, I have to help him do his stuff every week or every 2 weeks, just depending. Which one is it? Oh wait, I have seen this. I mean, it's doing good. It's making people a boatload of money, guaranteed. But oh, that's the wrong one. That's IOU. My bad. It's ICP, right? It's ICP? Yeah, it's ICP. Damn. Is there two different ones? Question mark? What? Is the IOU one like some kind of staking one? Oh. Yeah, nobody's going to get into this, I can tell you that. What's the cap at? Well, actually, I digress from my last statement. A lot of people are in it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll look into it later. That's an easy one for me to look up, so I'll look into it. Tattoo. Yeah, that's kind of so. If you guys aren't from the United States and you don't understand kind of what's going on right now in the United States, like here, let's just pull it up. Um, there's a lot of interesting things going on right now. A lot of interesting things going on right now. So in the United States, now this is by year, right? Like it's not terrible, but it's doing some weird stuff right now. It's gone up to 2%, and that's bad because that means it's moving in a not so good way, right? These are all the other countries. There's literally no point. There's literally no point. But it is sitting at less than, so it's 99998. It's down today, which is just crazy, right? No, it's $1. It's so stupid. But whatever, right? Yeah. So we'll do the 5-year. Come on. So over 5 years, right? It was starting to go down. It was at 2.44 here, but it's starting to go back up. It's in the 2%. That's not, it's not good. But yeah, we're having a lot of issues here in the sense of like gas going up insane amount, crude oil. So it's causing a lot of problems, right? Certain states are like actually having trouble even getting like fuel. And because the United States is so big, that's a major problem, right? Yeah, we have been, Manny. Yep. It's technically not clown money. It is IOUs, really, right? It's all straight up IOUs. We play around with IOUs all day long because we personally are paying back money to use money with taxes. It's so stupid. But we won't get into any of that. Death. So there was an issue last night. I would be over 500 right now, but I'm at 215 right now. Yeah. You know what? I don't know. There's something more to that than we're being told. Guaranteed. They're trying to, because the thing that we knew is that 100% the price here. I hate searching for stuff like on the stream, right? So let's see. Crude oil prices. Because I don't know exactly which site to go to, right? So I'm just kind of like oilprice.com. That's probably a good one, right? Natural gas, heating. Yeah, that's got to be it. Something like that, right? So let's look here. Natural gas, crude, right? So, These are all the different ones that work off it, right? I mean, it's just like... It's been down so much lately. The price per barrel is insane. So it's like, we shouldn't be paying this much for gas at all. Yet we are. It just doesn't make sense. You know? It just doesn't make sense. We're being like taken to the bank here in America with gas prices. It's just insane. I paid $4 a gallon today for gas. That's like unleaded. It's the cheapest gas you can get here in California. Is $4. That's terrifying. It's terrifying, right? And I have big trucks that take a lot of gas. To fill up my tank normally on like a good price of gas is like a solid 50 to $60, right? It's $80 now to fill my truck up. What the actual F, you know, like... Yeah, straight up, $80 to fill my truck up today. That is highway robbery at this point, because oil is not that expensive, right? It's just crazy. I just don't even like, what the hell? And I'll tell you right now, like, so legit, I'm not even kidding. Exxon is about 4 miles from me, 5 miles, right? Mobil Oil, their refining plant and their coker plant is about 10 miles from me. All the refining plants for crude oil around here are like literally within 15 miles from me, right? In California. Don't you think the price for fuel around this area where they're literally refining all of it would be just a little bit cheaper? It doesn't make any damn sense. And a lot of people just don't question it. It's like, you can drive past the gas station and see where they're refining the fuel right next to you. And that you're still paying this much money? I'd be like, nah, something's not right here. You know? Like, I don't know, there's something going on. Anyways, we're not going to go into it too much more, but yeah. Yeah, of course. Riddler, yeah. Supply and demand. Yeah, well, it's a little bit more than that, you know? It's just the fact that crude oil is down a lot. We shouldn't be paying this much. I'm not invested in Tron. I have looked at it. It's not bad. I mean, look, I don't have an issue with electric cars. The only thing that the reason I will not get into it yet is because they need to refine the technology in the battery systems for them. I worked in solar for a long time. The battery systems for solar are so damn expensive, and you have to replace them every 10 years. So it's like, if you have a battery backup system, you got to replace your battery every 10 years. And those batteries are like $10,000 a piece. So if you have a battery bank of like 20 batteries, that's not worth your money, really, like at all, right? So they need to refine the technology, make it better. Yep, Riddler, I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you for your help. Sorry it's a little late. I started about an hour and a half later, and I was planning to. But yeah. If the technology is not refined, then we're going to have issues, right? Once they get it all the kinks worked out, and it really does function correctly, and on top of that, have longevity to it, like, I'm good with it, right? Every 10 years, I don't want to have to buy new batteries for my car. That it's going to cost me like a quarter of what the car costs, if not half. It's insane. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, goodness. Yeah. So you definitely can, because we do already have that. There's a big farm that I worked on outside of Blythe, California, that powers parts of Arizona, and it's huge. It's like, I think it was like 2.7 gigawatts or something like that, which is massive. It's just huge. There's another massive one that I worked on up north, that was about 800 megawatts, and that thing powers part of the cities all around that area. So it's already happening, right? Whole cities are already being powered all over the place. This has been happening for years now. Um, I personally believe, seeing everything that I've seen, that even just like with the Tesla technology, right? The Nikolai Tesla technology, that we could have had free energy in the early 1900s, but because people are greedy and they didn't want us to have that, we've been screwed to this grid tied system, right? And you can only just do 10 minutes of research and you already know this, right? That's why Nikolai Tesla didn't get the patent, and Edison did, and they both worked on them together, you know. So it's kind of one of those situations. Westinghouse was like, went to Tesla and said, "Hey, can you make this so we can charge for power?" And Tesla was like, "I would never make this so people would be charged. This is free energy for the whole planet." And he was like, not really too fond of that idea. "Hey, Edison, can you make this, so that we can charge people for it, and can we make money off it?" "Oh yeah, sure, absolutely." Boom, you get the contract to power the whole grid. you know? Yeah, you can ask me a question. Saintney, what's up? You can go research this stuff yourself. Go research this stuff yourself. We've been screwed for a long time in a lot of regards to that. I'm a big, 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 big time proponent of, like, look, if you want solar, great, awesome, cool. But solar is not as green as you think it is. Go look how much hydrocarbons it takes to create solar panels, right? And then on top of that, if you're putting it in certain areas, you're cutting down a ton of trees. I've worked massive projects where we leveled like entire like small forests, to like put solar in. It's like, so like our motto was, and it was like, kind of like a funny like, haha, like you gotta take a lot of green to make some green, right? And it just, some people just don't get it. No, I can't do that. Sorry. I will never do anything like that. I apologize. You would have to find somebody else. Don't find anybody on here to do that, though, either. Um, it's just not a smart thing. Sorry. Um, you're going to have to, like, play your luck on whatever you're using to do your B&B situation, right? Yeah. And this is the stuff that I've been paying attention to for a long time, right? That's why, like, when people always told me like, "Oh, I'm gonna go green, I'm gonna go green," I'm like, how green is it really? Like, don't get me wrong, I love the idea of solar. It's awesome, fantastic. Battery backup, great. Batteries take an insane amount of resources to create them. They give off, acid, which pollutes, the ground wherever it is. There's a lot of like, it's like, yeah, it's green to a degree, and then to a point it's like not so green at the same time. It's like all these people are complaining and bitching about cryptocurrency, and that it's bad for the environment, and everybody's using the power. Everybody's going to use the power anyways, right? Yes, in certain areas it does tax the system a little bit, but ultimately, what's worse, using a little bit of extra power, or cutting down many, many, many giant forests to print bullshit clown money that we get screwed with anyways, right? Like, that's kind of where I'm at with it. you know Next 3 weeks, it's going to do a whole lot ups and a whole lot of downs. It's being highly manipulated right now. Gobbling, goblin. It's being very manipulated right now. So we're dealing with that whole situation, right? Yeah, absolutely. Like there's a lot of people out there that just they understand stuff to a certain degree. It's like once you're in it, then you're like, okay, you know, it's one or the other, right? And then look, if you're new to cryptocurrency and you just want to like make a buck off it, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Um, the reason that I truly got into it and why I really believe in it is because for one, decentralization, right? It's decentralized from the main banks. Now, trust me, they're trying to get their grubby ass hands on it. They're trying very, very hard right now, and it's obvious at this point. Because anywhere you see, like, look, the banks own mainstream media. We know this, and we've known this for a very long time. So when you see big things happening with crypto and the mainstream media is doing nothing but talking crap about it, and it's not all of them, but it's a lot of them, right? That's when you got to go, okay, well, they're not happy about this. And the fact that cryptocurrency just literally took over the price of the US dollar this morning, right? Like, that's a big, big deal. So the US dollar is now worth, in general, less than all of cryptocurrency. You can do it with unminable. You can do it with NiceHash. It just depends what you're going to do. I like unminable because they have a lot of choices of what you can mine on it, and it's just something you do in the background, right? I usually mine like smaller coins. Like I've mined a lot of Doge. I've mined Bitcoin back in 2016, a little bit of Ethereum, and now I'm mining BTT and Digibyte. So I just go back and forth. Like a week, I'll be doing Digibyte, and then now I'm going. And I just started yesterday doing BTT, and I have 218 with a solid like 6 hour window of downtime. So I have an old gaming computer that I just literally run the program on. That's what is going on over here. What you can't technically see, it's kind of blurry, but it's just like my gaming computer screen so I can mess with things, and it's the mining program running, and then I have Afterburning running. Afterburner is to essentially speed up your BIOS of your processing for your GPU and your CPU to make it function at a higher level, right? You're making it so your hash rate's quicker. It's overclocking is what it is essentially, but it's overclocking not just your CPU but your GPU at the same time. And you can monitor the heat. Like mine doesn't get over 80 Celsius, and that's where I need to keep it because anything over 80 is going to start really burning out your video card. So it's really cool because you can fine tune it, right? Thank you, Cassie Online, for the follow. I mean, there's a bazillion videos on YouTube on how to do mining, just passive mining for cryptocurrency, right? You just got to look into it. What's going on, Mr. Grimm? How you doing? Doge we trust, always. I that dude that made the In Doge we trust flag, I want one of those so bad. I want to make flags. As long as it's got a decent video card. Otherwise, no. You're better off doing it with an old gaming computer that has like either liquid cooling or some sort of good fan system built in it. I don't know if you've ever run a laptop for like more than 10 hours. The thing literally turns into a hot plate. You could cook eggs on it. I had a sweet MSI gaming computer that was a laptop that I would take around when I was working. And if I ran that thing for like, because I would just be downloading stuff like when I was at work, if I was traveling, I'd come home and like it would be like on fire, like so hot. I'm like, oh God. So I would never mine on a laptop. You would have to have like two fans blowing on it the whole time. You'd have to have internal fans, extra ones built into it. It just wouldn't be worth it. Yeah, for sure, Manny. I'm lucky. I have three computers, right? I have this one that's mining. I have the one that I'm on, my MSI, and then I have another uh, power built computer that's sitting in my closet. That's actually a pretty decent computer too. Um, the only thing is it's liquid cooled and it's got issues with the liquid cooling. I'd have to replace all that because I could mine with that too because it's got a really good power supply in it. But it's got a lot of like bells and whistles, like neon lights and crap that really don't need to be in there, and that would probably cause more issues than anything. So I'd have to strip it out bare bones. Um, if I really, really wanted to get into mining, like I've said in the past, I may still do it in the future. Whenever my situation changes and I get back in my house, long story, um, I'm going to build a little mining shed on the side that's going to be, somewhat weatherproof. And I'm going to get maybe four. I think they're called Gemini rigs, and yeah, I'll hook up like a maybe an eight to 12 uh, string solar converter. I'll put maybe 12 solar modules on my house, and then I'll run it. I installed that stuff for years. I'm an electrician, right? And I'm gonna run it down to a converter and then just hook up everything, and yeah, I'll just mine coins for free. I wouldn't power the house with it because I don't use enough power in general, so it wouldn't really matter, right? But yeah, little fun thing off to the side. Put some fans in there and just see how much money it makes me. Because look, cryptocurrency is the future, guys. Like, this stuff is not going away. As much as the banks hate to hear that, it's not going away. So, what's going on, Angel? Thank you for the follow. But yeah, so there's a lot to it, right? But I wouldn't really do any kind of big mining operation unless what's going on, Jonas? Um, unless I had a solar setup, right? Um, where I'm not taken off the grid because that would just kill. It would just kill everything. I would be paying so much money, especially here in California, for the you know it wouldn't pan out. It wouldn't pan out unless I was able to somehow mine like billions of some coin that is massively going to take off at some point. So well, the biggest wallet that holds actually it's not 50% of it; it's 80% of it. So think about that, right? Um, Squig RS. The other issue that I have with that whole thing is, look, I'm invested in it. I put 2 grand into it, and my 2 grand is already $10,000, right? So yeah, well, the guy was gifted the 80%. Uh, he's the owner. I think he's the creator of Ethereum. Yeah, he's the creator of Ethereum. So the owner of Ethereum that created Ethereum, he got 80% of all of the SHIB that is in existence, which is billions of dollars worth. Like I think it's like 5.67 billion dollars or some crap like that. Um, Dude's already rich as is though, right? Like Ethereum's killing it right now, so he doesn't give a shit, right? Like he's not gonna dump it. There would be no reason to dump it unless he was in on something with Elon. That's the only thing I could possibly think of. But there would be some kind of like, hey guys, you know, I'm gonna allow it to do what it's gonna do, and as soon as it gets to a certain point, I would say 50% growth from here. If I make $100,000 from it, I'm gonna sell half of it and put it into Doge, just because of what I've seen the community talk about. It's the Doge killer and all this. Nah, it's not the Doge killer, not at all. So I'm just gonna kind of siphon off it. It's what it's doing. Yeah, it doesn't really. Yeah, yeah, Red Evander. I agree. I don't get it either. It's called Unmineable. Maybe Manny can give you the link for it. It's just like you just download the program. Um, I mean, I've made a lot of money, but it's down today. It's not down that much though. It's only down negative 4.29 right now. Um, you definitely would have been better getting into it when it first went on crypto.com. I got into it like 3 weeks ago, right? I bought a bunch on crypto.com, and then I had the bunch that I had on Trust Wallet. Yeah, you can post a link, Manny. You got the band hammer, homie. You can post links now. Just make sure it's the right links. Don't be sending anybody any kind of weird troll porn or something like that, right? Yeah. I'm mining BTT right now, Jonas. Yep, that's it right there. Thank you, Manny. You know, it's free to do, but it's not free to do, right? It's whatever your kilowatt hour is for whatever country you live in versus whatever state you live in versus, you know, how strong your power supply is on your computer. Oh, I'm actually mining it. I'm making, you know, with my other computer that's running in the background right here that you can see on my TV. I've made in the last, I started yesterday around, it's like 2 p.m. And then when I had 6 hours of downtime last night, but I'm at 218 BTT that I've mined. I'm literally mining it with a computer. So the way you mine is essentially what you're doing is right. There's transactions being made with specific coins, right? And what happens when you're mining is you're helping complete these transactions. So as these transactions come through, they're either put out across a network of computers or you're specifically helping one node, right? So like this is like a shared node system, so it's multiple, right? So as you help complete transactions, what you do is you get a fraction of the I guess you could say it's like the gas fee, right? And so you're rewarded that for completing those blocks, you're rewarded a certain percentage. And so you literally get the coin that you're helping, you know, the transactions for. Does it make sense, Jonas? Kind of, sort of. I'm trying to explain it as like cookie cutter as possible, right? Yeah. So that's essentially what I'm doing. And because my computer runs very minimal power supply, it's worth it for me, right? Because BTT's already been going up a lot. So if I mine like 10,000 of this in the next month, and then another 10,000, you know, digibyte, and when those start going up, I mean, I'm just gonna make cash money in the future, right? It's not making me a whole lot right now, but in the future they're gonna go up. You know, it's obvious at this point. Everything is gonna go up. That's why when a lot of people, you come in here and you say, "Oh, should I get into this? Should I get into that?" I don't know what you should and shouldn't get into, but I can tell you right now, they're all going to go up. The more people that get into cryptocurrency, it affects every single one of them. Now, the certain events that happen with specific ones is based off of whatever they do, right, in the protocol. But no matter what, most of them are going to go up when that starts really happening. If the dollar crashes, if, you know, like a lot of these other countries, they're having major inflation with their currency, all that does is just make cryptocurrency look that much more important, right? That's why now the stupid ass hedge funds are starting to come into cryptocurrency and shorting. They're actually trying to short, and by actually trying, I mean they're actually doing it, right? They're shorting right now Dogecoin. That's what happened on SNL night. They literally told us they were going to short it. Think about that real quick. I'm not gonna lie, like knowing that that tweet came out and I didn't put two and two together, if I would have sold 20% of my Doge, 20% of my Doge, right? Right prior to the SNL launch of the skit, and then I would have bought back in the next day, early in the morning, I would have literally made close to maybe $250,000. Like legit. Shorting is basically where they bet on it losing, right? So it's like somebody that knows they're going to do something to make a coin go down or a stock, they bet against it, right? And so when it happens, they make money on it. So that's what they're doing here. They're selling prior to dumping. They're having all their little friends sell prior to dumping, right? And then all of a sudden they dump a massive amount. So what we understand now, we don't fully know, but the information that's come out is Coinbase was feeding with multiple wallets this group of people that were going to short Doge a whole bunch of money, right? Of Doge. And then they started dumping billions of dollars worth of Doge. It was 1.6 something billion dollars worth of Doge. Right when the skit started. You can see it. I mean, we can literally go back and see it from a couple days ago. It's crazy. So let's go by hour. So look. Yeah, that's the big one, right? Are we? Yeah, that's the big one. Okay. So here we are. Skit night. We can zoom into 30 if we need to. Yeah. So skit night starts, right? Like we all watch this live. Skit goes into play. Was it the first initial one? What date is this? Yeah, this is it. It took 2 dumps and then it really went down. So like there was a pump, dump, and then it like kind of steadily kind of leveled off, and then they really dumped a ton, like a ton, right when the skit started, right here. That's 1.5 to 1.6 billion dollars worth of Doge that was dumped, and then all the other people involved with it started dumping even more, and then that mixed with this is a bunch of people freaking out, right? It's not that they have automated bots. It's a lot more than that. Like this was a setup effort to do this. And yeah, that Dingleberry Silbert. Yeah, here's the deal. Is there's technically no crime in this yet, but there's going to be. That dude's going to probably serve prison time for what he did. Even if he wasn't fully involved, it's what he created. And he knew about it, so then he's involved with it. I mean, yeah, there's a real possibility he could serve prison time. Yeah. Or, look, I don't wish anybody to have any harm brought on them, but think about all the big businesses that have gotten into Doge recently. Seriously, I'm talking like the massive businesses. And then when this dude publicly went out and said what he was going to do, and then it happened, do you think some of these multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar, trillion-dollar businesses aren't like, hey, we need to go give Barry a little visit, see what he's up to today? If you think that isn't happening and that people aren't talking about doing something to that dude right now, oh man, I would not want to be him. I would not want to be him. He did not realize what he was doing. He just thought, oh, like I like Bitcoin and Dogecoin is doing some stupid stuff. He did not realize the hornet's nest that he was kicking. He did not understand how much power was behind it. They were trying to bring it down to like 10 cents. It didn't do that. The lowest that it went in this attack was 51 cents, right? From 70. And then it went back down all the way to like 43 cents, right? That was kind of the lowest, almost 40 cents. But good Lord. Why did it remove it? I don't know what you said. Thank you for the follows. Yeah, if you say anything with certain bad words, you can't. Oh, Elon's already come out and said that, like that whole little poll he put out, like, do you want me to add Doge as a way to buy Tesla vehicles? That was a countermeasure. That was the tiniest of countermeasures. The other one was announcing that, this whole thing right here, right? Where is it? Like, we have all that. See, there's a lot of stuff going around. Trust me, there's a lot of hate right now for this dude. A lot. But where is it? This is a huge one that a lot of people overlooked. is it? I thought I posted it. Oh yeah, this one right here. This is a massive tweet. You know? The fact that they're literally putting together, this is for the Falcon 9 rocket, right? And then what they're doing is Elon is going to right here. Look, if you think these aren't counter moves right now, this is crazy, right? It's for sure counter moves. Look, SpaceX launching satellite Doge 1 to the moon next year. We know that. We know around the time. Mission paid for in Doge. First crypto in space. First meme in space to the moon. This is from Elon Musk. This isn't from like a side account or something else. This is from the dude himself. And then there was a video that was made. I don't think I could show it, but it's pretty much showing how Dogecoin is going to be number one. And it's going to take out Bitcoin and all the others, right? It's pretty much what it's showing. And he added this to this tweet. Think about that. That was a huge to all these people that are shorting him in this whole thing, right? And all of us. So it at this point, everybody in the Doge army is like, holy, okay, Elon is 100% for us. He is on our side. He is trying to make the world rich. Dude's already rich. He doesn't need any money, right? Like he's got more money than you could ever imagine. Billions, hundreds of billions of dollars. He'll be a trillionaire at some point, I promise you. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm doing good, Gosok. How you doing? I don't know. I'll say this: the day that he announces that you can buy Tesla with Dogecoin is the day that the Silberts, the berries of the world, go into full crazy panic mode, right? Like that's just gonna happen. So just expect that. There's gonna be counter reactions to it, right? It's generational wealth to a degree, but think about what he's created. He was wealthy. His family was wealthy. We know this for sure. But he has created even more. What the hell was that? Oh, I'm getting messages. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Sorry. When Dogecoin level, press barkeep. I know you keep asking that over and over and over and over again. It's not going to be that quick, okay? There may be some crazy catalyst events that immediately shoot it up, but it will come back down. It's just going to be a up and down, up and down, up and down. We're going to have to battle this whole thing out. This is never going to be easy, right? We knew this going into this. Thank you for the follows. Let's see. You want to go down to 45? What is it right now? It's at 49 right now. It depends. If Bitcoin starts doing a tank, either on purpose or normally, which is starting to go in a downwards trend right now, because it did come back up a lot from what was going on yesterday. It is in a downward bear market trend, right? It could. I don't see it going to the very low 40s, like maybe like 43, 44. It could. It very well could. It would be 5, 6, 8 years or so to $1,000. It's not gonna be that quick, right? It's been around since 2013, and it just barely hit a cent at the beginning of the year. Like, you have a request, Saggy Goose? What's your request? Yeah, I mean, Manny's not too far off. It could be a decade, you know? Yeah. Well, press barkeep. Come on. How long have you been a part of this community, and how long have I told you you're not going to get rich quick off any of this stuff? I've been telling you the whole time you're not going to get rich quick. It's just the price of whatever the Canadian dollar's worth versus the US dollar. That's really all it is, Ghost Hawk. Sure. Like when the time is crucial, Saggy Goose. So like January 1st, if you would have put $100 into Doge, we could figure out exactly where you'd be at. So let's see. Let's go to the day chart. So there's October, July. We just got to see what the price was, right, on that date. It's 20th. Not in Dogecoin, though? Oh. I don't even know that one. I mean, you can do that yourself. All you got to do is just look at the specific date, right, that you're trying to figure out. And then from there, go see what it is now. And if you would have put $100 in then, how much it would be worth. That's all you got to do. I mean, it's just simple math. You can do that crap on your calculator. I don't need to do that for you. You know? If it's a fraction of the cent, you just put point, 0 point, and then how many ever zeros it had at the time, and then what it is now, and you just times it. Come on, that's middle school math, guys. Come on, you can figure that out. I don't need to do that for you. I've already done the math of how much I would have made if I would have put 20 grand in 2016. It's a lot. It's a lot. It would have been close, very close to about $38 million at this point. $38 million I would have had if I would have put that 20 grand in the beginning of 2016. It is what it is. I use crypto.com and I use Trust Wallet. I use Coinbase, very minimal. Those three mainly. I also do have MetaMask, but I don't use that very often. It's very rare that I use it. Between $34 and $36 million of Bitcoin. Yes, I've seen Bonfire. I know it's doing really good. I just feel like it's a pump and dump. I feel like it's going to get to a certain point and they're just going to dump it. I have no need. I do not care to get in it at all. I know it's doing great. I'm happy for people that are making money on it. Sweet. But I have a feeling you're going to get the rug pulled out from underneath you. So, not something I want to be a part of. But hey, if you're making money in it and you're smart about it, great. I have no issue with that, right? Of course, Press. Of course, right? If you just would have picked the right numbers, right? That's why we don't dwell on the what ifs, right? Like, don't get me wrong. I wanted to check because I legit knew when I was going to get into Bitcoin and how much money I was going to put in it. And, the person I was with at the time was like, nah, that's a terrible idea. That's never going to make you any money. Honestly, I'm still glad that I didn't because I think I would be a different person from who I am right now to, who I would have been if I would have been a millionaire, within a couple years. Like, I would have been living a different life. I would have had some certain events probably not happen that I needed to have happen. So I have no regrets, Just understand that. There's zero regrets. No regrets. Yeah, we're staying pretty. So remember, guys. Remember what I told you about these parallel, slow, very little movements. They usually end up with these happening. So just kind of expect a possible either big drop or a big spike within 5 to 6 hours. I mean, it just depends how much you pay for your electricity bill. It barely puts my bill up like $25. And the amount of money that I've made from mining is hundreds, almost like $3,000, altogether. Just here at this location, right? In the past, obviously, I made more. Yeah, you just trust your gut, man. If you shouldn't be doing it, then don't do it. For me, it doesn't cost me anything, so it makes sense for me to do it, right? Yeah, we're gonna pay attention to see what this is doing right now. Oh, I don't have any 3080s actually. I need to get a 3080 for this computer that I'm on right now. I'm running an older computer for mining. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's really, yeah. Doge is not dead, man. Doge is not dead. It's being manipulated. Come on. Yeah, exactly. Doge's taking a nap right now, but it's also been heavily manipulated. When somebody dumps 1.6 to 1.5 billion dollars worth of Doge and says they're gonna do it, it's not Elon's fault. All right, look here. We're gonna Officer Poopy Snicks. Here. I want you to do a second, real quick. I'm calling you out right now because you're saying some stupid stuff. Okay. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, 100,000,000%. But what you're saying is 100% false. It is completely false. Have you done any research into who basically what is this jackwagon is right here? Barry Stilbert, who is taking a lot of heat right now. Where's this damn tweet? Oh God, I know I have it here somewhere. I retweeted it. I don't know where it is. Anyways, dude said he was going to short Doge on SNL. Basically, Elon didn't short Doge. He did not short Doge. Oh my God. Barry Silbert said he was going to do it, and he had people from this one help him, people from this one help him, and Coinbase. Okay. I'm just calling you out right now. You have no clue what's going on, and that's fine, because like I said, yeah, and that's fine. But okay, that's great. That's great. Okay. At this point, like nobody in here is gonna take you serious. Just knowing. Okay. So you can either just listen and maybe learn a few things, or just not, troll, or you're probably just gonna end up getting timed out. I'm just saying, like, just chill, okay? Like we're a good group of people here. We're not trying to do anything stupid. That's great. That's awesome. I'm invested in Litecoin too. Okay, that's sweet. No, he's not gonna get banned. He's not doing anything really bad. He's just trolling a little bit, right? At 3 and 4 cents. Although I mined Doge even before it was a cent. So. Yeah, exactly. Rocket Jacka knows what's up. This is normal. Anybody who's been in this for a while knows, but it is being very manipulated, but it's normal. And it's very powerful at this point with how many people are behind it. So yeah. Let's not be mean to him. Let him do his thing. But if he continues to be an asswipe, we'll time him out for an hour or so, right? Yeah, the manipulation is insane. Okay, that's great. Awesome. Well, you're basically walking into a group of people that are very supportive of Doge. So you're not going to get anywhere saying any of this. Like, that's great. Super cool. Do you want me to, like, give you a cookie or something? Like, I'm not gonna respond to you anymore. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, I mean 6 cents, 7 cents, 9 cents, like anything below $1, guys, is still on sale. Like straight up. Oh, I'm getting crypto earn stuff. I'm like, what the hell messages do I'm getting? I'm getting my little handout for my crypto earn stuff. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Trust me, guys. I've been streaming off and on for years, 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 and years and years. Yeah. Oh god. Guys, just don't even interact with it, right? You're just giving him the fuel to keep saying stupid things, and it's fine. No, I've never streamed Dark Souls. I used to stream a lot of games though. I used to stream a lot of games. The biggest game that I streamed that got me really really popular for a short period of time, and by a short period of time I mean like maybe 2 years, was CS:GO. I played a lot of CS:GO. Um, I also played a lot of first person shooters along with that. Squad, uh, Arma 1, or no, so Arma 2 and Arma 3. Um, I did a lot of MMOs, you know, Guild Wars, like all that stuff. I've been streaming for a long time off and on. Yeah, Half Life. Played that. My Steam library is pretty extensive. So is my Ubisoft library, and also unfortunately my Origin library. I played all the Battlefield games. Like I've been streaming for a while. Yep, I stream H1Z1, like all of them. I used to play with what was his name? Zombie Barricades. Yeah, I used to play with Summit in H1Z1 too. Yeah, I was on the Streamers United team. Um, it was a lot of streamers that were playing a lot of those zombie survival games. Yeah. And then I stopped. I got really busy with work and I stopped streaming for a while, and it's kind of like one of those things, if you don't keep it going, it'll go away real quick, right? Your fan base will just be gone pretty quick. So, it is what it is. Doja's doubles lettuce. What's going on, Morbid One? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Guys, we do have a Discord if you want to join it. Obviously, be respectful. We have an awesome community, but type in exclamation point Discord. If you type in exclamation point commands, you can see all the commands for the channel. I need to add some more because we have a point system in here. Exclamation point points will show how many points you've got. So yeah. All right. I'm gonna give you one more chance, officer, to like just act normal in here and just be like a normal person that comes in someone's stream and not try to bash any specific coin. Or you can definitely just find another stream to go into. Like, I'm not about having a ton of people in here, that are a bunch of scumbags. I'm cool with just having awesome people in here that have, the like-minded ability to talk about this stuff. Like, if you came in here and be like, hey, guess what? I don't like Doge, but there's a lot of other coins I like. Let's talk about these other coins I like. I would do that, but you're just kind of being a douche at this point. So, I'm gonna say you get one more chance, and then you're out of here. So, yeah, that's pretty much where it's at. So, if you don't come up with anything positive to say, you're gone. It's not a fraud. All right, just time him out for an hour. Thank you. I'm over playing his stupid game. Peace out, homie. You get gone. We're all about positive behavior here and thoughts. Manny gets to test out his banhammer. You're Manny's first one. You just popped his banhammer, Cherry. Oh, it's too funny. Yeah, seriously. Thanks for the bit. You should be able to up it. I could up it. Fuck it, I'll do it. We don't. Oh no, it's gone. Yeah, he's toast. It won't show me any of his stuff. That's alright. If he comes back in, I'll just give him like a solid 3 days or so. You can up the seconds and stuff sometimes. It's alright. It's your first one, right? 10 minutes is good. If he comes back in 10 minutes, he's clearly like 10 years old or something, right? Maybe a 14-year-old. Not to say there's anything wrong with any of you guys if you're 14 years old, but some of you are very mature for your age, and some of you are officer doesn't want to be positive, So yeah. Yeah, I think we're seeing some really interesting stuff right now. We're already back up to... So remember what I was... Let's see. Remember what I was saying? Like literally just a few minutes ago? That when you start seeing this stagnant movement, you're most likely going to get a spike, right? I'm telling you guys, Bitcoin's not really spiking. Dogecoin is. When you see that stagnant movement, you know it's coming. We can get this off here. That's what I want you guys to start learning. When I'm showing you these charts, if you start seeing this sideways movement, it starts to move. You just understand that these charts, they show you what's going to happen. And because it was stagnant movement in an upwards motion, from what 0024 to now where we're at 150 UTC. Look at that. See? I called it. It's not that hard to do, guys. You can make a lot of money by understanding these charts. I'm telling you. It's in a upwards trend now, Just learn these charts. When you start seeing that, I know it's going to... It is... What is it again? I think it's like European time. European Standard Time or something like that. Or, yeah. Type an exclamation point wallet, Squig, and then you'll see that I'm invested in all of it too. Yeah, it could. I mean, let's see. It's getting pumped right now pretty hard. So it's not a bad thing. So all those coins I'm invested in. All the smaller ones, I have hundreds of millions, obviously. And then, some of the bigger coins, I have hundreds of thousands of. I don't have millions of anything. I'm not a million Doge holder. I'm not one of those. I could be soon. I'm just waiting for the right move to make with some ETH. And then I'll be able to be holding millions of Doge. But that's going to be a real tight window. Yeah, it's kind of down right now. It's at -10 and going lower. But we expected that, like straight up. The hype's not gonna stay that long. Don't get me wrong, it's still gonna continue to go up and down, right? Like I think overall it's gonna probably make me a lot of money, but you know what? I got in it literally for the jokes. I put in $100 in Elongate, and that got me another $300, which is kind of just stupid to think about. But it's a lot of these smaller coins are actually making me money. The one that made me the most at this point that I sold off for more ETH to kind of play that was the leash. I sold all that off, and that literally made me like $7,000 out of just a couple $100. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll let these a-holes figure out what they're doing, and then I'll use it for my benefits. Why not? Well, yeah, look at it this way, brother Butlers. They can literally do whatever they want with it, but if you're holding one Doge and it goes down below a cent, you're still holding one Doge, right? It's always going to go back up. There is at some point going to be, truly feel that the banks are going to try to crash out cryptocurrency, right? They're going to make a concerted effort to try to do it. But when it bounces back, it's going to come back so much stronger, because when they crash out cryptocurrency, it's going to be because the dollar is crashing, right? And not just here in America, but all around the world. And it's already starting to happen. We're seeing the inflation. This is all like a precursor to what's coming, right? But everybody that's in stocks and everybody that's in the bonds and everybody that's got like the IRAs and the CDs and all that stuff, where they're just making a fraction of a cent of money, sometimes maybe a little bit more, these people are all going to move into crypto, right? Like at some point, you're going to see majority of them come in here. And that's when crypto is going to absolutely skyrocket. Like everything is going to skyrocket. The ones that survive it, right? There's going to be some that are going to fall off for sure. But the ones that do survive it, like the ETHs of the world, holy crap. Wow. A301, thank you for the 5 gifted subs, man. Thank you. Jeez. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so I mean that's where we're at, right, guys? Like that's why I'm telling you, like so many people are like, "Oh, crypto's stupid. I'm going to get in and get out." You're an idiot if you do that. You're an idiot if you do that. I will never do that. It's definitely one of those situations where there's going to be some turmoil to the point where people are going to want to get out, but if you hold strong, if you really just hold strong and you set yourself up, maybe pull out enough to be like safe to be able to do your normal like groceries and pay your bills and whatnot. If you're really expecting this thing to make you rich super quick, pull out enough to keep yourself sustained for maybe 5-6 months. But when this thing comes back, it's going to dominate the entire economy, like straight up. It's already moving in that direction. All these businesses are getting all the stuff in place to make it so you can pay for stuff. Guys, I was gonna actually make a video about it. I didn't, but guess who bought gas this morning with crypto? This guy did. Okay. I loaded $100 worth of ETH on here, and I went and I bought gas with crypto. Okay? Okay? I don't need a bank. I am the bank now. I'm just saying, this is moving very, very fast. you know? I would use Doge, but I'm really trying to build my Doge up at this point. I mean, it was only like $100, or actually it was 82 something, but still, straight up, I use my crypto on this card that I can load up whatever I want. Not whatever I want. Let's see. Let's see. At this point, you can load, because you can top it off, right? So, so I can load onto it. Top up. XLM, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, EOS, TrueUSD, and then Paxos Standard. That's what I can top this card off with. And a couple of those I have a whole lot of, right? So if I wanted to go do something stupid crazy, like if I wanted to go play with some money, I could do that if I wanted to. I would never do it. There's no reason to, right? But I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth it. It works. I did it this morning. I was like, man, if this thing gets rejected, I'm going to be pissed. This is going to be just a waste, right? Yeah, but I already have a ton of it. So who cares? And I'm making more. You understand that I made $7 grand in the last week from $200 of ETH? I made $7 grand from it. Playing some small little idiot coins that are trying to go against Bitcoin. Or I mean, not Bitcoin, but Doge. On the leash. Leash went insane. I bought $200 worth of leash like 3 weeks ago, and it made me $7 grand. And I sold it for $7 grand back into ETH, and I transferred my ETH to my crypto.com. Yeah, $200 into $7 grand. I am not upset about that. I still have a little bit in it, but it's not enough to really do anything, you know. If it hits, because here's the deal with that leash. It's stupid. I hate it. But right now, one leash is worth $5,686.54. One leash. One. Okay? You can do it on Trust Wallet. You gotta search around, man. It's a lot of research. It's a lot of looking at Reddits and stuff like that, right? There's a lot of coins out there. It's a crazy amount. But Leash is the sub major coin of Shiba Inu. It's like a, so what they do is they take, it's like an overall staking coin, right? Like everybody puts into it and everybody makes money on it. So it's crazy. What are you saying, Manny? If there's the stars there, it means it blocked it out because they were trying to post a link. Because when you type in crypto.com, it immediately tries to put a link, right? So the stars is trying to block them from putting a link. And you didn't see that before, but now you see it, right? Because you got the hammer of truth. There's a lot of ways to buy these coins. Trust Wallet is one of the main ones. Like I had Shiba before it was even on any of these, right? I have had Shiba for almost 3 weeks now. So I'm up big time. Like you have to understand, I've only put a little bit in Shiba and I'm at 10 grand right now. The first step of getting in crypto, Akari, do research on it. Do a ton of research on it. You don't want to just get in all blind, right? And not understanding how to invest and how to, if you're going to play the markets, when to pull, what hype is versus what, legit market, different exchanges. I mean, there's so much to it, right? You just got to really do some research. Yeah. I mean, that's what I've been saying, legit. If it goes to below 40, I'm gonna get a lot. Okay? I'm gonna get a lot. I'm just playing it smart. I don't want to do anything stupid, you know? I'm holding on to it right now. I think it's going to be a pump and dump off and on, right? Like it has been. But I think overall it's going to make some, oh, excuse me, some good money because there's a lot of big people behind it. It's basically being run by BNB, and I think Bezos has something to do with it too. So yes, you can make money in it. Like I said, I'm gonna siphon off it, and then essentially put that back into Doge, because Doge is still gonna be the big dog on the block along with ETH, right? Is it different in Canada? I'm sorry, Hersey. I don't know anything about that. Obviously, I'm in America, right? So if it's different, I don't know like what to say with that, right? Yeah, as far as finding the different tokens, you have to go onto either like CoinMarketCap or any of the, the actual coins like websites, and then you can get it that way, right? So anything ETH based is going to be through on Trust Wallet is going to be through MoonPay. Anything BNB based is going to be through Simplex. Yeah, I'm sure it will. I'm sure VeChain's already been like doing good for me, right? Since I got in. So I'm chill with it, you know? Yeah, it's gonna go up. Doge is definitely gonna go up. Yeah, I got a lot of VeChain. I like the VeChain. I have a lot of hope for that. So if you type in exclamation point wallet, Jhurst, you can see everything that I'm holding, what specific coins and whatnot. The only one I need to add on there is Engine. I have Engine too. I completely forgot to add that one. Some, I go in, I take out. Some I add more. So I just gotta update that. I already got a note right here on the pad. So there's a lot of coins that I'm involved in. I would say that if you got in it fairly recently, you made some straight up crazy gains, right? Because it was nothing, and then it just skyrocketed. It just went parabolic. It was crazy. It's got sold off a little bit, but I mean, still, Could you imagine? Like, some of these, like, this is all like really close, but right, like right down here. Let's go to 30. That's huge gains right there. Like if you bought in down here somewhere, the beginning of the month, straight up around here, and then you let it get up here, holy Nikes. I mean, you would have made a ton. Because it was nothing down here. It was $30, $40, right? Is it 119, 109 right now? Shit, you would have made a ton of money, right? You would have spent like $10,000 on this right here, up to here. Whew. Kidding me? Nice. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at the beginning of the year, it was definitely it was cheap, right? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. There's definitely some coins that you can make moves with, right? You just gotta pay attention. Honestly, what drove Ethereum Classic up a lot was the fact that ETH was making basically it went up 2 grand in like 3 weeks, basically a week and a half. Straight up went up 2 grand. Almost what, 200 billion in market cap? What? That's huge. That's massive. You can't deny that at all, right? I believe personally that ETH is better than Bitcoin. Um, and I believe that this will replace, at some point, it will replace Bitcoin up here. When ETH 2.0 is released, this will immediately go up here. Eventually, in the future, this is going to go to either number 1 or 2. Possibly both. It'll go back and forth, right? I know people think I'm crazy for saying that, but Elon sure as hell thinks it's going to happen. And the man's not an idiot. So, yeah. Yeah. RX Mango or Mongo. My boss put into 1inch and he's doing really good on it. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one to get into. I just personally didn't want to. But yeah, you didn't make a bad choice on that for sure. For sure. Of course. Yeah, well, he's putting his name and reputation on the line, right? And then people are attacking him for it. This dude has a master plan, and there's multiple people working with him. Yeah, well, Sushi Swap popped off because of all these small coins. Same thing with Pancake Swap. Both of those really, really popped off because of everybody trying to buy these other small altcoins, right? And then because they were being, I mean, think about it. Safe Moon, Wind Moon, Bonfire, all of these. There's like a 1,000 of them at this point that they're all being traded on Sushi Swap, Pancake Swap. Yeah, those things are gonna freaking go nuts. You know? Of course they're gonna go nuts. They're doing hundreds of billions of transactions. It's insane. You know? I mean, it could. I don't know. I don't know. It's been very, very strong. Even when Bitcoin was like crashing out the last couple days. So, you know, let's look at the last couple days, right? We'll go into hour. So, yeah, you can look at all this, right? And like we had this big downturn. So look there. And then ETH did somewhat do the same, but not as strong. It still kept like a solid. It just barely dipped below 4 grand. It was right here, I believe. Somewhere around here is where it just barely dipped. Oh, wait, we're out a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, see, right here is where it went to the lowest, and it just barely 3,818, and then immediately went back up like this, like a rocket. ETH is stronger than Bitcoin at this point, guys. And Doge honestly would be way stronger than Bitcoin and ETH put together, but because it's being heavily manipulated, it's not gonna allowed. It's not allowed, right? But ETH is a great. I'm invested in it. Like I'm making an insane amount of money. I'm just like, okay. I knew it was gonna do good, but I didn't know it was gonna do this good because I got in at a perfect point in the beginning of the year for a little bit under 1,400. Yeah, I agree, Manny. I agree 100%. It will definitely surpass Bitcoin before Doge does. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Yeah, it went parabolic because everybody was like, "Yep, no, I'm gonna buy into it." Because this thing, I personally feel if the market keeps doing what it's doing, sorry, there's some weird shit going on at my place. I'm an empath, guys. I can sense energies and something weird's going on right now. Like my ears are going like ringing off the charts, and I'm like, I hear something going on in my room. It's super weird. Anyways, what the fuck? I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, maybe. I don't know. I'm just going to say ETH is going to do really good. That was really weird. Like, I've been dealing with this stuff my whole life, but even for me, it kind of weirds me out, right? Like, it's like a high-pitched ringing in my ear. Yes, I am, actually. I'm a mixture between that and what you call an earth angel. I'm not an angel. I'm not angelic at all. But if you look it up, you'll understand what it is. So yes, you got it right on nail. You put the nail in the piece of wood and then the hammer, pop, right there. You got it. Just research what he just typed in. I'm not going to get into it, right, guys? It's not rabbit holey. It's just a lot of people are like, no, I don't want to talk about that kind of stuff, right? You know. Also makes me a target, and we don't want that either. Hello. Yeah, you might be able to transfer from Blockfolio. Brother, you can always join the, I think you're already in the Discord, and we could talk about that stuff, but obviously I can't talk about that on here. There's a reason that anytime prior to what, Nifty helped me out with, that if I was on Twitter, I would literally get banned off there within like days. I would get like 400 or 500 followers within like a couple days, and then they would just ban my account. I was being too positive. It's crazy. Crypto.com, just tweeted out something. I need to look at this. What did they tweet out? What did they do? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are you tweeting out, Crypto? Sorry to share news, historic moment. Crypto.com and Visa successfully conducted our first settlement of transactions using USDC. Huge milestone. Yeah, I know. I bought gas with it this morning. That's awesome. Guys, look, I know a lot of people are like giving Crypto.com a lot of flack right now, but they've been very, very transparent. The CEO yesterday, when the whole Shiba thing went down, where people were buying Shiba and it wasn't going in their accounts, the CEO got on Twitter and started by himself, not with the help of anybody else, telling people, message him, he will go and he will make sure it goes into your account. I've never seen anybody do that from an exchange. And because I was on the thread, and so every time he went to each individual, because I came out and said, look guys, they're getting inundated with people making orders, and on top of that, people signing up. So they're like literally on fire right now. Like their server rooms are melting down. And he liked it. And then after that, he started going through and talking to each individual person. Send me your information. I'll make sure that it goes through. And then he would be like, your account has now been updated for full, purchase amount, so on and so forth. And I was just like, whoa, what CEO does that? Well, who does that? Like legit. So I have a lot of faith in Crypto.com. They've never really done anything bad for me. I think, with anything, you have tons of people coming into your exchange. You're going to have these hiccups, right? We saw it when Bitcoin was having its real first boom into 48 cents. Crypto.com crashed hard, along with Robinhood and all the other big exchanges. It just crashed, and we expected it, right? So, yeah. Yeah, it did the same for my boss. It did the same for honestly just about everybody I know. It did it for me too, but it's exactly what I wanted. Thank God, because I was doing $500 orders too. I ended up doing $2,000 worth. Thank God it was exactly what I needed, and it worked out at the time, right? Because that I got in at plus 127 when it went on to Crypto.com. And by the time my orders all went through and I checked back, It was at like plus 527. I was like, oh my God, I just made a stupid amount of money. So it it was good. I was fine. I wasn't upset about it. All right, so here comes our dip. Yes, it takes U.S. customers. Now, be warned that because it is international transfers, right? Your initial first payment is going to be most likely a wire transfer, and then if you add your card from there, you'll be able to do anything under like $2,000 to $3,000. Will should go through pretty normal. However, if you're trying to make $6, 12, $15,000, buy-ins, which I was a lot, um, it wasn't working out so good. I became really good friends with the fraud department of my bank. In fact, like I've said on here numerous times, I know the one woman from Georgia. I will not say her name, but we became friends to the point where I talked about Doge so much that she got her mom to invest at like, I think close to 5 cents, and her mom made like a ass load of money, right? And then the next time I called in, she told me, she's like, "Oh yeah, you're the one that told me about Doge, and like my mom invested and she made like thousands of dollars." And I was like, "Oh, just wait, she better not sell because it's gonna really skyrocket." And then sure enough, I called her like maybe 3 weeks later, and yeah, she was like, "Okay, it was really smart that you told me to tell her not to sell because it really did go up." And I was like, "Yeah." All right, guys, we're going into a big dip here, so this might be. Let's see if it goes. If it goes below 40, I might be buying in here. Okay. So you get to see. I might do a buy in here. Let's see. Now I wouldn't be selling here. Obviously, I'm gonna do a buy in. Technically, if I would have sold a tiny bit right here and then would have got to here, say maybe down here. Remember, I was talking about it. I'm not paper hands, but I was thinking about putting like maybe 5,000, selling 5,000 worth, which is like nothing. It's a drop in the bucket compared to what I have, right? Just to kind of play the market a little bit and see what I can do with it. I would not do anything more than 10,000 though, because I just have too much, and I don't want to like, I don't want to do anything dumb. Let's see. We might have a decent buy-in here. We'll see. It's got a long ways to go to get there, guys. I mean, it would have to go double this, right, to get where I. No, not. I wouldn't buy yet. I'm not gonna tell you guys what to do. You can do whatever the hell you want, right? Yeah, trust me. There's been a couple times. I mean, so I've kind of showed people that like prior to SNL skit, I was really trying to get like a solid buy-in. I sold an giant amount of BNB, right? Like a huge amount, like 98K worth. And if I would have waited a little bit longer, I could have got a hell of a lot more Doge. But I mean, I still bought in at 65 and then 55 for $98,000. So yeah, I just want to. I've never played the market with Doge, and I want to see what it's like. I want to see if it's that profitable, right? Day trading is not like a thing to do with Doge, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. I would suggest you guys don't do it, especially if you have a little bit. I wouldn't do it. But I'm gonna try it. But we have to have another pretty big high. It would have to go up to like the 55 cent range for me to even remotely thinking about selling one Doge, right? It would have to go higher than this. So we'll see. We shall see. Like a, like I said, 55 cents or so. Yeah, no, I would have it would have to do a decent amount. But I will do a buy-in if it goes below 40, like in the 38s. I will definitely do a big buy-in, maybe like 10K, possibly 20, maybe. We'll see. At this point, because of how much money I have in my freaking crypto accounts, I can buy 35K worth of crypto, which is awesome. But I would never buy that much. It's just too much. There's no reason to. Yeah. There's a lot of really helpful people in there. I'm sure we can find somebody, right? Guaranteed. Yes, Doge is a good coin. Luba Ball. Yeah, I'd be very spicy at 38, man. I would I would make some big moves. I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. I've never used Blockfolio, no. I'm sure it's a decent platform. I know that they're all about Doge. They're very Doge friendly, which is great. But no, I've never used them. I know that they're very Doge friendly though. Like what's wrong with it? I've never used it, so I don't know. I mean, most will do 7 business days. Not user friendly. Okay, yeah, then whatever. I'm not gonna use it. But yeah, I mean, there's certain exchanges that are great. I love Crypto.com. The thing that I love most about Crypto.com is that if I do sell stuff, I can have all my sold coins go into fiat, and I can have fiat sit in my wallet, right? So then I can immediately put it into other coins up to $100,000. And so I've been doing a lot of that, right? Like just moving and cycling out and around. And I've taken a little bit out fully and put it into my bank, just a tiny bit. And then mostly just been cycling it around over and over and over again. Yeah, like with the Trust Wallet, it should just be, yeah, fake money. Yeah, no, it's great. ETH is killing it. I'm telling you. So what I was gonna say that I think I can say now because I feel like I was actually being blocked from saying it, which is kind of weird, right? Um, I think ETH is gonna hit 5K within the next 2 days. I think it's gonna hit 5K, and I have said this before, but I feel it. I said this yesterday's stream, and I said it 2 streams ago. I think it'll be 5K within the next 2 days. Yeah. Oh, it should be, Manny. It should be. Remember, I did say, Manny, that I believe ETH will be 5K within the next couple days. Yeah, it's skyrocketing right now, guys. I am making so much money right now, like just sitting here talking with you guys, that it's, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like a little tingly right now. Why do I feel like I'm not supposed to tell you guys this? Because now that I'm talking about it, like I don't get it. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I'm like connecting with my higher self. I'm not supposed to be helping people make money off my gifts. They're not gifts though. It's just fucking everybody can naturally do this. This is weird. This is weird. Sorry guys, dealing with that stuff. All right, sounds crazy. I know. I can tell you what I'm doing with my money, right? You can do whatever you want with yours. Mine, I'm making a lot of money, and I know ETH is gonna do good. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know what it is, brother, but something's trying to stop me from doing it. But what my higher self's telling me is that you're not supposed to use this kind of stuff for this. I don't see why it's bad. Why would helping people like financially free themselves be a bad thing? Yeah, there's some kind of weird interference going on. I don't know. I'm sure to a lot of you right now in this stream, you're just like, holy shit, this dude is nuts. And that's fine. You can think that. Because sometimes when I was younger, I thought I was nuts too. But yeah, I'm seeing some pretty big numbers coming from this. It's going to start skyrocketing, right? Because what people do. So, how much do you want to bet? We haven't looked at Bitcoin. How much do you want to bet Bitcoin's going down a little bit right now because ETH is flying? Bitcoin's actually doing pretty good right now. Bitcoin's going up a little bit, but it's not going up nearly as fast as ETH is. Now, if we were seeing this downtrend, I would be like, okay, everybody's pulling out from Bitcoin at least a certain percentage and putting it in ETH. Yes, brother. Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, I just did a huge meditation last night for the dark moon. Um, yeah, but we're not going to get into all the spiritual stuff. I mean, so at some point we're going to start doing like meditations and whatnot. But here's the deal, guys. Like, think of this way. Um, if you think of like helping out yourself, right? Like you only want to help yourself out, and you're asking for abundance in that way, it's not going to work for you. You're not going to manifest it because it's not going into the correct energy. It's not going into light energy. It's more ego energy, right? Think about, like, personally, I want to help the world out. I want to help everybody out. If I make money in it, freaking awesome, and it's definitely happening, right? But overall, what I try to manifest is for everybody to make money in this. And that's where the abundance comes from. That's where the manifestation comes from. Does that make sense to you guys? It's not me. It's everybody. Overall collective of consciousness, right? That's what I'm putting out there. I'm the lighthouse putting out the signal, right? You guys are the little radio antennas. You're either receiving it or you're not. Thank you, Tanatur. Oh no. Don't worry about it. It's gonna go up a little bit more. Yeah, absolutely. Right, Evander. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I always explain it to people. People understand it very easily that way, right? Like I'm the lighthouse putting out the light and the signals, and then you guys are the little radio receivers. And the more of you that receive it, the more that it goes into the collective consciousness around the entire planet. Because let's be honest, whatever happens here on this Earth in this simulation, it affects everything, right? It goes everywhere. It doesn't just affect this planet; it affects the entire overall. So once you understand that, it's like, wow, this is so much bigger than anybody knows, right? And that's the kind of stuff that I've inadvertently put onto the Twitter. And now you know why my Twitter will just get nixed really quick, right? Yes, laws of the universe, the law of one. Um, yeah, it's all very important. It's all very, very important. Yep, you're welcome. And I'm not gonna sell my Shiba. I'm not. I'm gonna keep it. I believe it's gonna make us money. Unfortunately, they're trying to do it off the back of Dogecoin while manipulating it at the same time, right? But we will prevail. I'm not worried about that. I've never had a worried look on my face at all. Even when it was hardcore tanking during SNL, I was just like sitting here while everybody in their minds, like there was fire everywhere, right? And I was like, guys, we expected this. Like, this is not a big deal. Now, if I would have sold a portion of mine and then bought back in lower, I could have, like really, I didn't want to be a part of that. I didn't want to be part of that energetically. But I could have made a boatload of money, like minimum 300K, minimum. So I'm team Doge, straight up. I don't want to affect you guys in any way negatively, right? I lost hundreds of thousands. I Okay, here we're going to do something right now. You just made me do something that I never do, and I don't like that. So we're going to wipe the clean slate right here. Manny, you didn't lose anything, right? You didn't lose anything. I didn't lose anything. All we did is get set back price wise. We didn't lose Doge. We just lost. We went down in the price of Doge. Lost is a terrible word. It's a manifestation word for lack of, right? You got to come up with ways to speak. Words have meaning. when you speak them, guys. Like, seriously, they have meaning. It's just like the same concept. If you're feeling sick, right? And someone calls you and they're like, hey, what's going on? You're like, oh, I feel sick. I feel like I'm dying. You're manifesting that for yourself, straight up. If you want to really put positive energy out there to heal quicker and feel better quicker, just say like, hey, I'm healing right now, you know? Like, I had this thing, I had this little bug and I'm healing, but, you know, I'll be good. I'll be good, you know? Your friend gets it, you don't feel good, but you're keeping the positive energy out there. I'm telling you. I'm there's a reason that I got a lighthouse on this shoulder right here, right? Like, no, you had a correction. There was a correction in the market. That's all there was. There was a correction, whether it was a manipulated correction or not. You had a correction in your amount of balance that you have, right? Exactly. Dogbud's got it on there. You only lost if you sold, right? Yes, yes. Jacksepticeye is amazing. I've watched his videos for a long time. He's a yeah. No. Although I'm thinking about doing a little trading. I've moved Doge around. Is mainly what I've done. I haven't sold any off. I've moved it around though. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna see Ethereum do some crazy stuff. We're gonna see Doge do some crazy stuff. Like, please understand, guys. This is a roller coaster. You know. But yeah, I'm an energetic being. I put a lot of that into what I do here. You know. Again, they sold out again. Man, do you understand how crazy that is? Like, they sold out. They had it for a day and a half, and they sold out again. That just tells me that these little altcoins are getting majorly pumped. Yep. Brother, we could have some very interesting. I don't. How old are you? I'm just curious because you seem to be very connected. I get a lot of light coming from you. Um, I think we're gonna have some very interesting conversations. We've had some gnarly conversations in here on the stream before we got like a lot of people in here, and a lot to do with that. I wanted everybody to understand like how important this was and who's behind this. Like, I cannot stress enough, guys. If you go and do some real research into this man and the one that he just said, Nikolai Tesla, do some real research into them, okay? Oh wow, you're very okay. Are you a? We can talk about some other time. For your age, you're very very in tune. That's great. That's good. That's an awesome thing. Um, yeah, this man is so much more important than you could ever imagine. That's just all I can say. I can't go into too many details, right? For one, it's dangerous for him. But yeah, you could think of him as like a Superman. Like, seriously, I'm dead serious. He's pretty much a Superman for humanity at this point. Thank you for the follows. And I know some of you are going to be like, there's no way. There's absolutely no way. And that's fine. But if you do the research, you can kind of figure things out. Yeah, he is. No, I am. If my day job was in finance, this would not be here, right? It would be, I am your, but I'm not. So I'm definitely not at all. I am, my profession right now, I'm semi-retired. I was fully retired and then I got bored and I went into a different career. I retired from the solar industry in 2019, but I got bored of surfing every day and just having fun and training and whatnot. I was on an MMA fight team. I was doing that very heavily for 6 years, and then I got into security. So I'm an EP agent. I'm an executive protection agent as well as a private security patrol officer. So when I go to work, I wear a gun on me every day. California. Yeah, no, he's great for sure. Real life Iron Man. Yeah, I guess you could say that, Manny. I mean, that all comes into play in a while, Mark. Like people will realize that as people's humanity's frequency raises, they will understand what we've done to the animals of this planet. They will understand the connectiveness that we have with all like plant life, animal life, and all that stuff, right? So as we raise up, that becomes kind of like a non-problem anymore. We just have to get there. Yeah, I'm a gun guy, 100%. I got ARs, I got DMRs, I got all the fun toys. Trust me, my next move is to get the hell out of California. Yeah, I'm a very spiritual gun guy. That almost seems like it doesn't work, right? But I'm a spiritual warrior. There's a reason that it's Dogecoin warrior, right? Like I'm a warrior for sure. I have a lot of tactical training. I've worked with a lot of former special forces guys. I'm not military at all. I respect most of them. Sometimes, mostly at the beach, honestly. I don't do it too much in the grass because I have sensitive skin on the bottom of my feet for some reason. It's not like I get anything crazy. Yeah, yeah, you can. You have to go through a lot of stuff, Nate. I'm certified in a lot of different stuff. I'm certified in multiple levels of medical. I can do stop to bleed, all that stuff, CPR, you name it. I can do a lot of that stuff. I'm basically like a non-registered combat medic at this point. I've been taught how to do darts, trachs, like the whole 9 yards, right? But that's obviously in a situation where you can't get screwed over for doing that kind of stuff. I don't hunt. I'm very. I don't like killing animals. Um, Kind of one of those things, but it's for protection. Like I protect people for a living, so it's for protection, right? But I don't hunt. When I was younger, I hunted a little bit with my cousins. We'd hunt quail and stuff, but yeah. I don't have anything against anybody that hunts. Do your thing, whatever. Eventually you'll come into the understanding that, we really are connected with a lot of those animals. I'm not like a super, like, oh, don't eat animals. But at the same time, I went to a mostly, I can't really say vegan, but more vegetarian-esque type diet for when I was fighting. And I will say that it really, really did a lot of good for me. Clarity, my ability to have stamina for days on end was just insane. Insane. It still is. I noticed, like, I had some chicken a couple days ago, and I went running the other day, and it was like I almost couldn't breathe. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that again. I was just really hungry. I was really hungry at work, and I had a little bit of chicken. And I felt it. I literally felt it. I couldn't run nearly as fast as I normally could. So I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Yeah, exactly, Lieutenant. Yeah. All right, we're getting a little off topic here, guys, but you kind of get who I am, right? Like, I'm a very spiritual person. At the same time, I also am like pro gun. I'm pro liberty, pro, a lot of stuff. Jay Hurst. It's fucked up, but it's funny. Oh man. Yes, yes. And trust me, there's definitely like the you've been lied to. Like I will say this, and you'll eventually learn this, but like the whole food pyramid that you're taught in like elementary school and middle school, that thing's a straight up freaking lie, right? You can just look into what lectins are, right, and what they do to your body. I, I've done a lot of research on this stuff. This stuff can really, really screw you up, and it's always been told that that's something that you really needed, right? It knocks our body out of balance. Like just do a little bit of research. The whole food pyramid is all backwards. It's just crazy. It's all to keep us sick, right? Think about how big the medical industry is, and how they benefit off of you being sick and not getting better. Just telling you. We're gonna end it on that little area right there, right? But just do the research. Doge is doing some crazy stuff right now. We're at 49 though. We still haven't even gotten to 48. We're close, ish. But I mean, it would have to go to right here before it would even hit 48. Or yeah, 48. Let's see. We might get a buy-in. We'll see. And I know some look. I've said it to all my community. Sometimes we'll go into this kind of talk because a lot of the people that think this is stupid stuff, because this is what I truly believe in, they immediately leave the channel, and I'm fine with it. Okay? So that's why we'll have these conversations. Yeah. I mean, I trust me, I had a really good conversation with my friends yesterday, and she's very spiritual too. And I've known her for a while, and she's just a super cool person. And she's like, you got to be careful, just talking about like money and stuff, because there's a lot of negative energy in money. And I'm like, do you understand that it's not like I'm just talking about like money and crypto. Like I am interjecting a lot of spiritual stuff in it at the same time, right? Like straight up. It's just who I am. Thank you. I mean, and it's my understanding, right? It's my understanding. It's my truth. Everybody's gonna have their own truth, and that's why, when people come in here and say stupid things, you notice I give them the chance to understand that I'm not trying to fight with them. I'm just who I am, right? Um, that's why I give them a chance to like. I trust me. I've had some like little not spats, but like for instance, when Census first came in this channel, right? Like the way he was wording things, like he definitely had like a negative vibe to him, right? And then I explained to him, I was like, look, man, I understand you're not a negative person, but just the way you're coming off by how you're explaining things, it sounds negative. And then immediately he switched, and every time he comes in here, he's such a cool dude, you know? And that's not because of me, but I think like he understood that he wasn't wording things correctly, right? And he changed completely, and he's just super cool. But at first I was like, oh no, I got another one, right? But ever since, he's been great. So it's just one of those things, like, it's all energy. Everything's energy. Literally, everything is energy, frequency, and it's just how you take things in. So yeah. And I'm glad that you guys, a lot of you, like, do get it, right? Like, because there's a lot of people out there like, this guy's an idiot. Like, I've had people come in here after listening to me for like an hour, and they'll come in here like, you believe all the crap that he's saying? You guys are nuts. And then they'll leave, And I'm like, all right, well, weeded out another one. Yes, exactly. It is. Radavander. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. It's taking hold of people, but some people for the wrong reasons, right? There are people that don't understand what this is yet. And so they're trying to come into this with a me, 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 straight up. And that's not going to work out for them. They're going to lose their ass. Because for one, they're going to be putting emotion into it. You cannot invest emotionally at all. and they're all they see is dollar signs, right? I heard my buddy, he's making millions of dollars doing this. I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna make millions of dollars. Not they're gonna lose everything real quick, you know? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly what brother said. Yep. Yeah, I mean all of it, like straight up. If you, because my intent is overall to help the planet with the money that I make. Therefore, the abundance is going to come, right? Like I have no worry. I've already gotten it. Let's just put it that way, right? Not as much as I know I'm gonna get, but it's one of those things where I've already helped people out with the money that I've received through, just positive reinforcement. So I'm not worried. I'm not upset, obviously. But it's one of those things where I'm gonna put this to good. I have to figure out exactly how I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be a lot of different trial and error methods, but it's gonna happen. And I promise that. I will be true to my word on that one, 1,000,000%. Um, that's why I'm humbled by people that sub here. Honestly, I'm a little bit like I have a little bit of a partial on like the subbing versus the like tipping because for one, I'm not a huge fan of Amazon. I'm just gonna be blunt with that. I don't like Bezos too much. He's got a lot of negative energy behind him. They treat their employees like absolute dog crap. I've worked at a couple of their facilities doing major solar system projects here in California. In fact, a few of them, and the employees hate their lives in those places. Right? There's a handful that like when they go in, they're like, I needed really, needed work to support my family. Cool, cool. But when they're there for like 2 months, they're like, dear God, get me out of here. Like this is insane. They treat us like absolute garbage. Their higher ups are some of the douchiest people I've ever met in my entire life. Some of the main managers for these facilities are just straight up goons. They're just terrible. They wouldn't let us do anything. We couldn't get our materials in. It was a fight to do any little thing. And I straight up, I said, you know what? You are actually terrible people. Right before I left, I said, you're terrible people. Straight up. Do you understand that like all this negative energy that you give off and you have like manifesting around you it's going to give you cancer. It's going to give you really bad things. And I'm trying to stop you from doing it. Like I had a really good conversation with one of their main EP guys. And he was like, wow, I never even thought about that. And I was like, yeah, if you're just dabbling in nothing but negativity, that's all you carry around with you. And he was like, what the hell? He's like, I feel like I need to hire you to like guide my company. I was like, no, 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 no. I will never, never, never do that. But I helped him out, and that's just, some of us are able to do that. But I hated working with Amazon. Straight up hated it. It was the worst time of my life. It was so much stress. It was terrible. It was literally making me sick. Yeah. It was just nuts. But yeah, so not a huge fan of them. Therefore, don't really like giving them money. But I appreciate that you guys, do the sentiment to sub and whatnot. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah, no, you don't have to do that. I'm not asking for subs. Look, guys, the fact that you do that, I'm very humbled by it. But I don't need it. I really don't need it. Um, I don't care for the standing on this platform. I've never had more than 20 subs ever on this platform because I've always told people if you want to do anything for the stream, you can donate. Cool. Don't sub to me, right? Like this is the most subs I've ever had, and I'm very humbled by it. But that's just kind of how I am, right? Like it's just one of those things. So I appreciate all the subs. I really do. It's the most I've ever had. I think I'm at like 27 right now, which is crazy. Never had that many. So yeah, I have custom weapons. Lots of cool ones, handguns, DMRs. I did get rid of my shotgun though. I don't have a shotgun anymore. So I got 3 ARs, DMR, that's Lupua. Got a bunch of handguns. Good stuff, you know. Some of it's not in this state because it can't be. So that's a thing. Thank you, Nifty. What's going on, Nifty? Did you go out for your run club? The run club? I think it's 27 subs, is it? Oh, we're at 24. My bad. It's 24. Still, that's awesome. That's way like what? It's a good question. A lot of people ask me that question. I think energetically I'm tied here because of my dad's situation. He's sick, and he's probably not going to be around much longer. And I have a house that I basically I allow him, not really allow him. I can't really say that. It's a terrible way of putting it. He lives in, right, without me having to be there, you know? So I own a house. He lives in it. When my mom passed away, I got the house. He lives in it. I was living with an ex for a long time. We had a house. And then what happened was I rented out an apartment to live in, so that he could live out his last years, you know, with some kind of, I guess you could say, freedom, right? Because, yeah. Ooh, there's another big part of a dip. Let's see where this goes. So yeah, just long story short, and it is what it is, right? Like, I don't see death the way most people see it. It's just a new beginning, right? Like, this is a vehicle, straight up, guys. This is the vehicle. The soul is eternal. So, and that's the way I see it. So when people die around me, yes, there's a little bit of mourning, but at the same time, it's like they're still with me. So, just so you understand that. Yeah. Yeah, this is, we're going down into the lower 49s, so we could hit 48 here. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've done past life regressions. I know about a lot of my past lives and stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it's not like kind of like one of those drive it till the wheels fall off type thing. Like, do good, right? That's why, like, seriously, a lot of people ask me, like, why Doge? Why Doge? Do good every day. Straight up. Think about that, right? Like, that's the big message behind this whole thing, and that's what's being spread across the entire planet right now. So past life regressions are usually done by very, very talented hypnotists that know how to engage with you energetically. So what they do is they contact your higher self, and then they ask your higher self to explain past lives. It's pretty crazy, to be honest with you. And the only reason that it's hard, you remember a portion of it, but you don't remember all of it. And what they do is they record it so that you can go back and watch it. And when your higher self is talking, holy crap, dude, it's like, it's crazy. Like, the best way I can describe it is your higher self is connected to source, right? Source, God energy, right? Like creator energy, you call it source. So that when your higher self is speaking, it's almost in like that level where you're just like, holy crap, that came out of my mouth? Like, what? Like, part of it's like hard to even comprehend, but it's all knowing, right? So like, think about this. This is the easiest way I can explain it, right? We're in 3D, right? We're moving out of 3D, going into 4D. Once you go up to 5D level, 5 and 6D level, time has no relevance, right? Yesterday's today, a month from tomorrow is now. Like, it's all now. So when you get to that level, you understand everything is in now. And because we're moving into the fourth, that's why we're starting to understand what's going to happen in the future, because we're creating it. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, that's kind of what I'm like. That's how I see things, right? That's how I'm able to do what I am to do. What I can do with this stuff. It's like I can kind of see where it's going, and I know the importance of crypto into the future. It's not going to be the end all be all, and I've said that numerous times. Eventually, there's going to become a better system, but as of right now, yeah, it's different parallels, but it's also like it's higher consciousness. That's all it is. So 3D is low consciousness, 4D is higher consciousness, 5D is very high consciousness connected to source, right? And then so on and so forth. You can just constantly keep going up. It's more how light based are you, right? Yeah, it's already here. Most people are experiencing it. Um, well, that's because for you, brother, are you an indigo, brother? I was gonna ask you this earlier, but I didn't really I don't want to really call you out at that point. I feel like you're an indigo. I feel like you were already remember a lot. That's why at your age you're probably you're I would say you're probably more intuitive and intelligent than most 40-year-olds. it's, it's just one of those things. This is what's happening now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that you're an indigo, which is awesome. That's fantastic. I'm glad that you found this. Obviously, it wasn't for no reason, right? Like everything happens. It's all part of a master plan. I'm pretty sure you're an indigo. Definitely probably a star seed, but definitely an indigo. Indigos are for your age, you're way more in tune than most. And that's usually the indigos. Those are the children that when they're born, they already like have this like major understanding of like the most simplest common sense stuff that most people don't get, like immediately as soon as you're born. No, it's not auras, so it's connectiveness. It's more connected to the consciousness, the overall consciousness. Think about like, have you guys heard of the 100 monkeys theory? Where they essentially they went to an island. There was a ton of monkeys, and they were, I don't know if it was bananas. I think it was bananas, right? They would have monkeys do things for bananas, and they used it as a currency, right? So the bananas were currency, and then they did this, and they did it for a certain amount of time, and then they went to another island, and the monkeys were already using bananas as a currency on another island that had no native relevance. There's no way they could have migrated off one island to the other, right? And then they saw that the collective consciousness came together, and that these monkeys started realizing that they could use this stuff, and it was for sex. The monkeys were using the bananas to have sex with other monkeys. This is real. This is really done. Scientists actually did this. And because of collective consciousness, this carried on from another location without it being interfered with. It's crazy, right? It's insane. But it's true. Yeah, this is a real thing. So that's how they're able to manipulate us as humans through television, right? What's think about television. Television. They're telling you what to see. Yeah, pretty much. And that was a real thing. So it's like you have to understand that there's all right, we're going too far into this. We're gonna get out. Okay. I'm sure there's so many people like tuning in right now. They're like, what in the actual hell is going on in this crypto stream? Yeah, it's straight up. It is 100%. And see, yeah, that's what it should be called, but they can't call it that because then people wouldn't watch it, right? Yeah, exactly, exactly. Uh, so I really want to get the merch contest done before we really roll out the merch. But I could roll it out sooner. I have to go through and refine things. I mean, I've kind of already been dropping a lot of it in the Discord, right? Like showing you what I've been working on. Um, Oh, is this the... Rob might have sent me this. I'm going to look at this real quick. Hold on, guys. This might be it. So on Twitter, I watch the Whale Watchers. Nice. All right. But I watch the Whale Watchers channel on Twitter, and they do some really good stuff. They watch all the wallets that are moving around big amounts of crypto and stocks too, sometimes. So, but yeah, as far as the merch goes, we could do a soft launch of it. It's all ready technically, right? Like all I got to do is just name things properly, price it correctly, and then just kind of go from there. I mean, I can pull it up right now so you could see that the store is active. Just give me a second. Yeah, this whole thing that's going on in Israel right now is kind of ridiculous, guys. That's the dark energy trying to cause some problems, right? Where is it? Here we go. So this is the merchandise store that's so far been put together. Yeah. Hey, speaking of the man, the myth, the legend, what's going on, Census? We were talking about you earlier. I normally don't like talking about people that, aren't here, but I was bringing up how when you first came in here, how we were just having a little bit of an energetic, and that, once you understood who I was and how to word things, that we became good family, right? I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, just want to fill you in on what we were talking about earlier about you. If your ears were ringing or your thumbs were burning. Yeah, it's all good. No, you're a cool dude. Um, we just had to get off on the right foot. uh, okay, apparently the merch store doesn't want to load? Question mark. I don't know what that's about. Let's try that again, shall we? Okay. There we go. All right. So as you can see, the store is actually live. I do have products on here. I just need to go through, rename them, change some stuff. I need to make a better cup logo design. It's already live. I have 11 products active in the store. Everything's linked up. I can literally buy a package of all this stuff. But I'm going to wait. I want to refine some of the details, add some cooler stuff. So just hang tight, guys. It's coming. T minus a week, right? Maybe a week, and it'll be all good to go. I just don't want you guys to buy anything until I get it to where I'm happy with it, right? I mean, I'm humbled that you guys even want to buy it, right? It's just kind of one of those things. I want you to get good quality stuff. I want it to look awesome. I want you to be able to wear it around and have it be like, yeah, I like this shirt, or I like these joggers, or this hat is sick. I feel good wearing it, Yeah, I don't want some BS garbage, straight up. But we have added, so we have added this one, which is I'm not a financial advisor hat. And then we have the I'm not a financial advisor shirt, but I kind of, it's right here. Kind of changed it a little bit. So that's basically how it looks, right? Pretty simple, but these are good quality shirts. So yeah, we'll figure it all out. It'll be fun. All right, Manny. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting off here right now too. Anyways, so it's getting late. I gotta do some stuff. We are at 231 BTT now mined. Yeah, quality is key for sure. I agree. Brother, if you want to meet me in the Discord, I would definitely love to talk to you about some stuff. I think you'll understand that could help you out. I'm a guide, right? I can guide people, so I think it'd be fun if we had a little chat. It's up to you. You don't have to if you don't want to. But yeah. All right, Fuego, thank you for the follow, guys. I seriously appreciate you all being here. Whatever you do, don't let your emotions get involved with any of this crypto stuff, right? Um, it's all ups and downs. Overall, we're going up, right? What's the term, guys? When in doubt, zoom out. Boom, straight up. This is where we were at the beginning of the year, okay? Right here. This is where we are now, okay? We were up here. Now we're down here. It will go back up here and beyond, okay? Don't lose faith. You're going to be fine. I wouldn't tell you to stay in this if I felt like it wasn't going to make you a ton of money, okay? All right, guys. I'm out. Have a great night, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is you're from. And yeah, we'll be back on tomorrow. I'm off this whole week, so obviously there's more streams than normal. And then I'm going to have to figure out my new schedule, how I'm going to stream, what days are going to work. And, they're going to be shorter streams, so there's going to be kind of like this little niche area, right? So, all right, everybody, have a good night. Be safe.